Hello, welcome to my channel. Firstly, I'd like to wish all the fathers a very happy Father's Day. Today, I am making my second son's favorite, which is bread and butter pudding. For my ingredients, I have 2 cups of fresh milk, half a cup of fresh cream, half a cup of brown sugar, 2 eggs, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon powder, 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence. And here my bread, I have some leftover bread. I've got 8 slices. You can also cut the crust off, but today we are using it with the crust. And then I have about a tablespoon of butter to butter my bread and 2 tablespoons of icing sugar to sprinkle on top. And I have lovely sultanas to add on to my bread pudding. Firstly, I'm going to start by making a custard. I start with my eggs first. I beat my eggs up together. And I'll add in my sugar. Together with my sugar, I'm going to add a little milk. So I'm going to beat this up together. Then add my rest of the milk. And then my teaspoon of vanilla essence. Also beat this up together. And lastly, my fresh cream. And I mix this. There's my mixture. I'm going to leave this aside, and thereafter I'm going to work on my bread. Now I'm going to butter my 8 slices of bread that I have. You can also use jam. I'm going to do the rest of the bread. Now I finished buttering my bread, so I'm going to cut my bread into, I'm going to cut my bread sandwiches into 4 quarters. Okay, my cutting is over. Here I have my baking tray, of which I smeared with melted butter, and I'm going to place in my bread. So this is one layer of the bread. I'm going to use just a handful of the sultanas. Just filling up the gaps. I'm going to pour off the liquid onto the bread. Then I'm starting another layer. Nicely spread it. I'm going to use another handful of sultanas to top it up. So I'm going to pour in the entire liquid into the bread so it gets soaked up. In the meantime, while I was doing this, I preheated my oven to 175 degrees. I'm going to gently press in my bread. As you can see, it's all nice and soaked up. And thereafter, I'm going to sprinkle a teaspoon of cinnamon powder to bring out a great flavor. Now I'm going to let this to soak for about 10 minutes before going into the oven. The pudding has been soaking for 10 minutes and I'm going to just put it into the oven for about 40 minutes, but we'll keep checking. And I also got my oven preheated to 175. "35 minutes has passed and the pudding seems to be done. Now I've got some icing sugar to just dust my icing sugar over. So this icing sugar will allow the pudding to get golden brown. I'm done dusting in my icing sugar. Now I've got my oven to grill and I'm just going to put it back into the oven for about 5 minutes till my icing sugar turns into golden brown. My pudding is done now. I'm going to take it off the oven. This is the way we like it, but you can also make it a little more browner. Now we're going to let this to cool out a little, and then I'm ready to serve. Now I'm ready to serve. There you go, your lovely bread and butter pudding, which is gooey in the inside and nice and crispy on the outside. Thank you all for watching, and have a happy Father's Day and enjoy.